Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan. My name is Dave. I've got the car jacked up because I need to change the engine mounts. That engine mount is completely blown. But the whole engine's tilted, and this is very close to that hose there. The engine mount is down in there. Because I've got ITBs, that should be easier to get to than what it would be like if this was normal. This looks like the method. That really wasn't tight at all. I'm kind of worried, honestly. This is quite fiddly, but quite doable. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the other side. I didn't really even need the extensions. I can just reach it. And there it is. It's just one of those. I sprayed some WD-40 in there because it was looking kind of rusty, but it really was not difficult to get out at all. Do not be afraid of that. That's easy. At least it was on this car. All right, now the other one is over there. Oh, it's right there. Look at that. I'm never going to be able to get my hand in there, so I'll just sort of... This is going to smell. I put the socket and the extension on and then connected it up through there. Really easy. Get the nut out. There she is. Put it on the ECU box. That way I can lose it. I've got the jack and a piece of MDF on the sump. Right. I don't think we can go any higher because we're touching there. That might be all we can have. Now, if we look from the top, you can see it's completely separated. Like, look at that. It ripped clean off. If I push on the top bolt, see that? So to get the engine mount out of there, we're going to have to drop the cross member slightly. So this is the cross member here, and there's this little access port here to get to the underside bolts for the engine mount. There they are there. The problem is that there's not going to be enough room to raise this thing up and get it past the studs that are sticking out the bottom of it. So I'm going to have to undo those two, that one, those two, and the three on the other side to take this thing off, and then undo that, and the same on the other side. Lower everything down about probably 3 inches. For all the crap I give the GoPro, it is much easier to use a GoPro than it is a phone because the phone's just harder to hold. I got that off without too much trouble. You can't write this shit. Like, the nut's not coming undone, the whole stud is coming out instead. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I guess I have to just sort of run it. Look at this bullshit. The whole stud comes out. How am I gonna do that back up again properly? Lower the cross member so that I can get a... How am I going to torque it? Because I guess it needs to be torqued to spec. I can't just run it back in again. This thing won't budge. Even prying on it, it doesn't want to go. I think it has something to do with the steering rack, and that's only held on by 4 bolts. So we're going to undo those, and then hopefully the thing lets go. I have to drop it down quite a way to be able to get this back in. Yeah, I'm a bit like, what the fact that fell out. Come on, man. The threads are still good on this end. Like, I just don't get it. Why me? Still won't come out, and I think it's because of this bush. It's holding everything up. So I'm going to undo these, and then hopefully it's dropped more than it had before, but nowhere near enough to get this thing out. That came undone really easy. And that's all the footage I have from that evening. Quite a few times people have said, if you hate the GoPro so much, just use a phone. Well, see, the problem with that is if you use your phone and then load the files onto your computer, DaVinci Resolve can't read them. And then you use VLC player to convert them, and then half the audio's cut off, and it's just trash. So I'm not using my phone ever again, but here we are. I had to take the entire cross member out to get the engine mounts out, and also to put that stud back in. You'll see that stuff in another video, but the only other footage I've got from that night is the engine mounts out. So let's have a look at them. So this is the 2 engine mounts. This is the one from the driver's side. This is the passenger side. As you can see, they're completely rooted.